What's up, boys? So this video is basically going to be a Myro of me showing you guys exactly on how me and my clients have, went from the position that we were in, honestly, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all these certain things, they all come together. And I think this is a very, very important video to watch, especially if you guys follow me here on YouTube or follow me on Instagram or follow me on TikTok. It's not as complicated as you think. It's more just the fact of you have to make it a lifestyle. And when I used to have bad habits and I used to have these bad vices, I would continuously tell myself, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. I'm going to get right within my, my career. I'm going to get right with this. And then you keep on telling yourself consciously that you need to do something, but then you never get it done. But this video is an easy step-by-step video, basically showing you guys exactly on where I was and where my clients are now. I have about 2 testimonials in this video that show you guys exactly on how I brought them to point A to point B. A lot of people don't understand. It's basically just off of consistency. You have to be consistent with your diet. You have to be consistent with your training. You have to be consistent with your mindset in your every single day life. And over here in the Winner Circle, we really work on not even just their physique, but we work on their mindset. We work on how they can actually change their lives and, end up getting better jobs. They can end up, just living a better lifestyle as a whole. A lot of people struggle with, alcohol addiction. A lot of people struggle with these addictions, these vices that is holding them back from their true potential. And that was me. And on top of my client, Micah, my client, James, my client, Marco, I try to make this as easy as possible for them, but also helping them focus more on their life and not just their physique. You can go to the gym for 30 minutes to an hour and you're going to be totally fine. Like, you don't need to go to the gym for so long. You don't need to waste your whole time living the gym bro lifestyle. That's not how it works. But also taking for what you learn in the gym, taking that outside of your whole life, right? And that's where your mindset comes into play every single day. It took me a long time to create this, and I hope you guys watch to the end. It might be about 30, 40 minutes, but guys, lock in because this is a lot of information that I'm really trying to implement, especially into my clients now. I've been working on a lot of stuff the past few months, and now I finally dropped everything. Also, my client Gabriel, my client Gabriel has lost literally 40. Actually, now he actually texted me today. So today he texted me, and I'm gonna show you guys on the screen right now. He's like, bro, and I was like, what's up? I was like, you good? He was like, it feels good to be home. Check this out. He shows me a picture of his scale, 216. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. 217, my bad. But 217, he went from 265 or 262 to 217 in a matter of 4 to 5 months. He's a truck driver. He's done so much. He's literally working 8 to 10 hours on the clock driving, and he still sticks to his meal plan. He still sticks to his training program. He still sticks to every single thing that he has to get done. Clients lock the fuck in, and that's what we do over here at the Winner Circle. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I show you guys the dashboard. I show you guys every single thing else, the Myro. In this video, I'm really describing to you guys about how to change your life through your habits, your nutrition, your training, all of these things that can just help you become the best version of yourself, be 1% better every single day, just kind of level up your lifestyle. A lot of people are really, really fucking stuck in their life, and a lot of people are neglecting that. You cannot neglect of where you're at. You just have to change it. If nothing changes, you don't change regardless. And make sure you guys do give me a like and a comment, because I did put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into this Myro that I'm going to show you guys, but will literally change your whole life if you just stay committed to it. Like, if you actually follow the things that I tell you guys to do in this video, this can change your whole life. So if you guys don't know anything about me and you're just clicking on this video, my name is Christian Sadney. If you guys do not know, the F is silent, but I say Fasadney a lot. I know people are like, why do you say your name wrong? Or my mom will be like, why do you say your name wrong on your videos or this and that? It's because it doesn't matter. Okay. The F is silent. It's okay. I'm from Michigan, and then I moved from Michigan to Houston, and now I live in Miami, and it took me about 2.5. Well, it took me honestly only a year to do that. It took me a year to move from Houston to Miami. Well, it took me 2 years to move to Miami, actually. So I'm kind of gassing myself up right now. Sorry about that. But the one thing that I really want to talk about in this video is continuously just working on yourself as a whole. Becoming a different version of whoever's watching this video. If you guys are sitting down and you guys are stuck with your physique, you're stuck with your mindset, you're stuck with your habits, you're stuck with just a shitty mentality all around. Because at one point in my life, I was so fucking stuck and it sucked. I literally went from a personal trainer to literally having no job, trying to figure out what the fuck I was going to do. I was super confused. I was super lonely. I felt like no one really had my back, nor I had my own, bro. I literally risked everything. I had a little bit of money in my account, but that was going to be gone if I didn't change the person I was up here, right? I was working out for, maybe a year or two, maybe like off and on, because during COVID, I lost a lot of my progress. And this is kind of near COVID. This is when I was 19. So it's like a year after COVID ended because I was in the COVID era when, in high school. So if you guys want to level up, just continuously watch this video. I talk about a lot of things that can help level you up just as a whole, as a man, as a woman. It doesn't matter if girls are watching this. This will level you up regardless in life. If you guys need to get jobs, if you guys need better confidence, you need a better job, build better habits, mindset, these certain things tie in. A lot of people think, I only need to change my physique, but then they're broke. Or, I just need to make money, but then they're fat. You can't just go one way and not the other just because you're jacked, but you're still broke. And if you're fat and you're still making money, it does not matter, bro. It doesn't make you a better person. You need to work on every single area of your life and become the top 1% man alive, bro. In my community, I call it the Winner Circle. I'm going to drop my Calendly link if you guys want to join the Winner Circle and be with an amazing community in a little bit. I'm going to show you my clients at the end. We're going to talk about the 4 pillars of a man. So the reason why this is so important, your mindset, your habits, your nutrition, and your training. If I can give you a short explanation, because I'm not going to go through all of these keys right here, but if you guys do want this whole Miro board, just comment down below and I'll send you it. I'll send you a free guide to this Miro, and you'll have it basically for free for yourself. So just comment down if you guys want this Miro. You can have it for as long as you want. You just can't edit it. I'm just going to share it to you. So if you guys want that, then just, send me a DM, send me a text, whatever you guys need. So your mindset, at the end of the day, you need to have 4 pillars in your life. And that's not all. There's way more out there, but these will set you up to be the best version of yourself just for the time being. Because at the end of the day, you need a mindset to have a better job. You need a good mindset to stay consistent. You need a good mindset to be disciplined. You need habits, because your habits is what builds your mindset every single day. When I have the morning routine, the morning systems, all of those things, it builds my habits slowly and slowly. If you guys haven't watched my videos, then go ahead and watch that before this. But this is me explaining every single thing that made me that man to move from my hometown, struggle, broke as fuck, not having anywhere to go, to building my success on social media, making a good amount of money, losing myself, moving to Miami, gambling, having all these vices. I was being dumb as fuck. I wasn't being the smartest individual I could have been. That's another story. I actually have a video that I'm going to link right here. Give it a watch, or just I'll put it down in my description or something like that. Guys, the biggest thing is your habits, right? The reason why habits are super important, because it determines how you spend your time, your energy, your attention. You're ultimately shaping your identity, success, and long-term outcomes. Let that sink into you. You can't have fucking shitty habits and think you're going to get a better job. You can't have shitty habits and think you're going to grow outside of the gym. You're going to just magically appear rich doing all these certain things in your life. No, you got to build good habits. You have to knock out bad habits every single day, or you have to let them be known to you. So then you have to slowly knock them out. Like habits, right? Come on, habits drive consistent actions at the end of the day. Habits reduce mental load. Because the thing is, if you guys do not understand, go read Atomic Habits. I'm going to also link that Amazon link down below to go buy Atomic Habits. The first book I would read to your self-development journey. I don't care who tells you something, dude, read Atomic Habits. It's going to change your whole mentality, your whole life as a whole, and it's going to teach you how to build good habits, because that's the first step. Building a good mindset, a mindset is pretty much, it influences your behavior, right? I would first work on your habits, because that's what also builds your mindset. But like I told you guys, this all plays the same role at the end of the day. It all plays something into your life. Mindset is incredibly important because it shapes how you think, feel, act, ultimately influences your success, resilience, and well-being. Here are the key reasons why. Mindset influences behavior. Your beliefs about yourself and the world directly affects your actions. A growth mindset believes you can improve through effort, leads to persistence in learning. A fixed mindset believes your abilities are static, often leads to giving up in the face of failure. So your mindset, when you talk to yourself, and we could talk about the law of attraction, but if you continuously tell yourself that you're a failure, or you continuously do action steps like you're a failure, or you don't do the right things you should be doing, then you're going to be a failure regardless. You are truly who you believe you are. You have to believe in yourself before you actually start seeing certain things in your life. So the one thing that I would do to fix this is start meditating, start waking up early, start watching certain podcasts of people that are actually influencing you in your life instead of your shitty ass friends. If you have some, smoking weed, you're doing all this dumb shit, dude, quit the vices, bro. We need to stop smoking in 2025. Stop drinking. Stop doing bullshit, right? I'll have a little espresso martinis here and there, but that doesn't mean that I'm drinking every single weekend and being a dumbass, okay? I want to be honest with you guys. The most important thing of building a good mindset is fucking discipline. Deadass. You have to be disciplined, and that's how you build a good mindset. It shapes your responses to challenges. Life is full of setbacks. Your mindset determines whether you see failures as a lesson or a defeat, get discouraged, or dig deeper and try again. It's the truth, right? Because a lot of people just give the fuck up. And we talked about that already. Like I just said before, be careful on what you put your mind to, okay? And learning is the most important thing you need to build a better mindset, build better habits, to actually learn about nutrition, your training. There's no cookie cutters when it comes to building your habits and your mindset. I promise you, it all comes into play. You see how this all meshes together, though? The mindset and the habits? It only makes sense. Your mindset and your habits are so freaking important. And I promise you, if you don't lock in on those, there's not much you can really do. Because if you have a shitty mindset, you don't have good habits. Or if you don't have good habits, your mindset's shit. So it's like, what is it? Are you confused? Is there something that's bothering you? Is it the people you're around? Are you scared of looking dumb? Because who gives a fuck, bro? Honestly. We've already known in life, if you want to become successful, you have to get out your comfort zone. You have to. Habits remove decisions fatigues by putting key actions on autopilot. For example, you don't need to decide to brush your teeth. You just do it. The same can be true for working out, eating healthy, reading, etc. This frees up mental energy for more important tasks. So that's super important right there. And that's why I wanted to get down to that right there. Habits reduce mental load. Okay? You guys have to understand, a lot of people, you would be so surprised. So there's a lot of people in this world that don't brush their teeth every single day. A lot of people don't eat healthy. A lot of people don't like to read. You want to know why? It's because you have shitty fucking habits. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not coming for you, but I'm more saying, what is the reasoning behind of being lazy? So if you guys want to get results right away, then hire a coach, invest into yourself, invest into a mentor, someone that's actually going to bring you to the next step in your life. I think that's very, very important if you guys don't want to sit down and learn this stuff, because I was the kid that also did not want to learn this stuff. And so I paid a shit ton of money and invested literally like $30,000 to $50,000 into myself. I'm trying to tell you, entrepreneurship, any of that stuff, and providing value is not easy. I am now sharing this to my YouTube because I shared this to my clients already, and it's been up for months, like 2 months now. So I'm like, okay, let me share it with YouTube and try to give you guys some knowledge and and this is not all I have in my program. This is not all you see. Like, I have so many different modules, so many different things that you can learn from. And on top of that, I have a dope ass community, a dope ass one-on-one, but I don't want to keep on glazing that. But then we go to nutrition. Guys, why the fuck this is why nutrition is so important. Nutrition is the foundation of physical and mental performance. If you guys do not understand that right now, you have to make that make sense to you. You are what you eat. And if you eat McDonald's, you eat Burger Kings, your Debbie cakes, your Doritos, I don't care if it's 4th of July or it's Christmas coming up, we all get stuck in the trap. I know it. And there's even me, like a week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I went to Dallas and I binge eat and I ate like a lot of fucking cake. But I've been working out and I know to control myself, and I installed a good mindset and good habits. But if you're not that person that has if you're not the person that has a good mindset and good habits, once you binge eat, you remain the same. You don't go back to what was actually helping you. So if you're a beginner or you're someone that's not good at discipline and you don't have a good mindset and your habits are still shit, just don't do that. Don't overeat. Don't do dumb shit, okay? It's good for the longevity, okay? Nutrition is one of the most important things that you can fucking focus on in your life. And I would invest into. I invested into learning nutrition. I invested into trying to, with different coaches. I invested into a lot of certain things when it comes to nutrition to learn, to provide my clients and myself the right nutrition to grow in the gym, to grow mentally, so I don't have brain fog when I wake up. Guys, I wake up at 6 in the morning. It's so fucking hard to do that as a human. And especially when you do, I woke up at fucking 5:30 in the morning and started working on my laptop. Like literally just doing this. It's writing this stuff down. I used to feel bad for myself, but then I stopped feeling bad for myself and I started working harder and harder to learn these things. It's either you feel bad for yourself and you just don't care, or you do something about it, right? And we already know nutrition. We already know this stuff. I don't have to really sit down and explain this to you. It causes diseases, cancer, diabetes, obesity, fatness, dumbness, all these things that eating like shit will do. The Debbie cakes, the Doritos, the things that we talk about, we know not to be dumb. We know, as the people in the winner's circle, they know not to fuck up on their diet because they're in the top 1% of the winners, bro. They don't care about any of the bullshit foods, and I had to put this simply install this into them, right? It's not like I gave them some cookie cutter to help them. No, bro. It's to the point where when I work one-on-one, we don't just talk about your nutrition in a training program, and I don't give you a spreadsheet. Start working on your nutrition. It's going to help you. Literally, it just drives you. It makes you all around not have any brain fog. It helps you just become the best version of yourself. And honestly, you look fucking sick when you do it. Ever since I started eating healthier, and I will show you guys exactly what this is going to do. This is just a segment of this video. And I don't really have to go too in depth. I went in depth with your mindset, your habits, your nutrition, and your training. Your training is super important because, one, if you're going to the gym not knowing what the fuck you're doing, you're not going to get results. I've seen a lot of people work out, and they don't work out correctly. I mean, I'm not bro sciencing you guys or anything, but like, you're just continuously throwing around fucking 225, lifting it for like 1 or 2, and then you're just leaving the bench. That's not going to fucking help you build muscle. You have to use hypertrophy, and you have to go up at least 2.5 to 5 pounds in every single lift. I promise you, it builds strength, and it also helps you in the longevity. We know nutrition and training, if you want to fucking live until 40 to 50, then don't do these things. Don't do the nutrition and training. At the end of the day, the doctors are trying to prescribe you pills because they want money. And that's why it's a really big thing right now of why people are buying stuff like this, is because you don't need a doctor to give you Ozempic to lose weight. You don't need these certain things to lose weight. I promise you, bro. The only thing you need is to build all 4 of these things right here that I just gave you guys. Top 99% of people. I don't know if I've been saying 1%. It doesn't really matter. If you guys want to become the best versions of yourself, just do these things, and I promise you, you will become the best version of yourself. This is how I implemented all of this stuff. You're going to have to like literally learn this and apply this to your every single day life that we just talked about. This is why I say the morning routine is really important. 7:25 wake up. And I usually do 6 a.m. now. So it's earlier and earlier every single time. But you guys see how in my morning routine, I journal, I pray, day goals, short-term and long-term goals, I write down. Like I'll have like my client calls, module 3. Like when I was creating my program, I was continuously working on that every single day. And I would check off anytime I was done with it. The X's means that I didn't get it done, so I'd go back to it tomorrow if I was super busy with like making a video or making something, etc. So having a morning routine is important. Journaling, you got to start journaling about your thoughts. Start journaling about actually what's going on in your life, because if you don't talk to yourself, and like I told you guys, the law of attraction, you have to speak it into existence. Write it on paper, speak it into existence. If you want to retire your mom, like that's one of my long-term goals, then you have to put that in action, right? You have to put things in action in order to get a result in your life. You have to, or else it's not really a goal if you're not actually taking one step closer to your short-term, to your long-term goals every single day. So that's super important. Write down your goals. Write down in your journal. I promise you, literally I have it right here, and I literally have this video right here for 97 days, just in this journal alone, and I could show you guys right here. It's kind of hard to see, but you guys see that I'm on literally journal 97. Journal 97. So I think it's very, very important to journal and let it be known of how you're feeling, where you're at in your life, and be honest. That's how I found the Lord. That's how I, got certain things in my life, especially recently. I've been taking a lot of big risks, and risk come with a lot of reward, but you have to work hard, okay? And I'm not saying that I'm rich as fuck. I'm just saying that I got to a certain point in my life where I've made money and I fell off just by not having a morning routine, having a morning system. Read a chapter. So I find this super important because when you're reading, you're continuously learning. And we talked about habits. These are your daily habits, your daily routine, your morning system. You're setting yourself up for success. And I like to read only because it helps me learn. This is me reading Atomic Habits for the 5th time, I believe, because it just wasn't resonating into my head of what actually this book really meant. And I had to keep on rereading it and writing down notes in my other journal about this book, because it's super important to write it down. Like, you can remember stuff all you want, but if you don't write it down, you're not actually learning. And I know a lot of people say, oh, if you are a person that can visually look at a book and read it and then apply it, cool, good for you. But me, it wasn't about that. I actually had to continuously figure out certain ways to build myself, and that was through writing it down. Same thing with my mentorship. I had to write down certain notes that I was struggling with content. It doesn't really matter. And then now we have morning systems / client work. So you guys see, I post on my Instagram all the time. Go follow me on Instagram, Christian Fasadi. My stories are busting every single day. I don't care. It's at least 10 to 15 to 20 stories. Today I posted like 22 stories. It might be annoying, but people that actually want to like level up and they like watching that type of stuff, then they'll sit there and watch it and they'll love what you do. I have people that literally text me every single day. Thank you for inspiring me. And then your morning meal. Right, I don't really eat this until like 12 to 1 p.m. just because I like to fast in the morning, because like it gets my mind going when I don't eat a lot of like foods. I don't eat a lot of carbs in the morning, but you really need a morning routine to help your daily activity so you're not guessing. You don't ever want to wake up and just guess. That's like the worst thing possible you can do with yourself, is you're always continuously guessing. It's not the smartest thing you could do in your life. And it's super important to track your whole day down, right? It doesn't matter if you work, put a work time block, put your lunch. I have my clients put their meals with their work, or, when they have to, implement certain things at work, or they have to study for their classes, you can implement that. It's super important to track your whole day because you're always one step ahead of yourself. You could look at this calendar every single second of the day when you have the time, not every single second, but every single minute you get the time. Look at this calendar. You're never bored. You're always going to accomplish something. This will help you in the long run. I promise. The more and more you plan stuff out accordingly, you will become successful and more aware of where you want to be for the rest of your life. If you can't even stick to a routine, how will you become rich or successful one day? Let me rephrase that. Financially successful or get shit done. We have to be prepared for our everyday life so we don't get off track. A lot of people, they want to accomplish so much stuff, but they don't even have a fucking routine. They don't have certain systems implemented into their daily life. And this is super important when it comes to becoming the best version of yourself. How do you think rich people actually get shit done? Google Calendar, or they write shit down. I promise you, if you don't have a calendar, you're on the wrong path. Understand of actually what I'm doing in my life, or I'm confused, or I don't have any like task on my Google Calendar, I will find myself either mindlessly scrolling. I will find myself not doing what I should be doing, eating my meals, going to the gym, figuring out my life ahead of time before, I get all crumbled up in this ball that we all live in sometimes, and we don't realize that we have so much more potential than what we're doing at that very, very moment. And I promise you, you could become more successful than you actually think you are. And that's why I created this Myro, was to show that. And I showed you guys when I was on this boat when I first moved down to Miami, so depressed, bro. Like, you don't understand. I had so much anxiety. I just wasn't the best version of myself. I was drunk as fuck. This video just explains it, bro. I just don't even look like I'm fully there with myself. If you were to look at me now, like, look me dead in the eyes and look at this guy. That's not who you see anymore. I don't look like that or feel like that. And then this is me when I literally changed my whole entire directory of my life. Started waking up early, started adding these morning systems, started reading books, started actually focusing on my habits and focusing on my mentality, my business more and more. I had a business that was doing pretty good. I had a business that was doing pretty good. And to business owners, not really. But to me that I don't work in like a 9-to-5 or regular job, it was good. I was making a good amount of money, and I just was grinding and working on my structures and stuff like that. Meal plans and structures, workout routine / splits, 85 to 90% is all nutrition. You can only get abs in the kitchen. Training is good for breaking muscle tissue and building muscle. Those two photos are 4 to 6 months apart. All the things that I talked about right here, I implemented so much into my routine, and it made me look like this. And it's not just about looking like this. It's about what I was doing to actually grow my business, to grow myself every single day, because I was on a mission, bro. Be on a mission. Why would you want to remain the same and continuously be in the same position that you always been in? It doesn't make any sense. I show you guys my transformation and what happened when I applied these 4 pillars and helped change my whole life. I was working at Kroger, my first job ever. I was smoking weed all the time, continuously not focusing on life at all, right? And this is during COVID, during quarantine and whatnot. Just wasn't focused on my life completely. I didn't know where I wanted to be. I did not know where I wanted to be because I was doing shitty things. I had the limited belief system that half of the world has. And I'm not better than you. I just got fucking sick and tired of who I was as a person, bro. I was overweight. When I moved to Houston, doesn't matter how much money I was making right here. I was vaping all the time. I was still vaping in this picture. I stopped training and I had no nutrition. I literally stopped training every single day. I would go to the gym and I would leave because I was so embarrassed of the way I looked. If you look like this, if you guys know this as gym goers, if you look like shit, you don't want to go to the gym, but you have to surpass those moments. And the only way you could do that is by having a fucking solid ass morning system, a solid ass morning routine, knowing that you're leveling up. And that's what made me get back into the gym. Because you're going to lose yourself along the way. And I talk to my clients about this. This is why you guys aren't consistent. Because every single second of the fucking day, you're doing nothing about changing you're not doing anything during your days that's going to stop you from becoming this person to this person. You have to work hard. I applied and used the 4 pillars to help change my whole life, bro. Like, if I could do this shit, you guys can. I was happy. I was growing. This is Miami Brickle, right? This is when, I started growing my business more and more. I hit my first, 12, 15K month right here with my business. Learning and applying certain things to my life. I was really working hard on networking. I was really working hard on being around good people in my life and focusing and getting back into a relationship with God, etc. Getting a lot of muscle. You guys see this physique, bro. Like, this is me, like, bulking, but this is what a bulking physique looks like. If you guys do not look like this while you bulk and you guys have fat rolls all over here, just like this, because I told myself I was bulking right here, but was I really bulking? Like, was I actually bulking? No, I wasn't. I was just fucking around and I wasn't on a diet. I didn't have a consistent routine. This is the best I ever looked in my life. I've never looked this good. Look at the striations, bro. I was doing cardio every single day. I was literally I didn't feel the best, but it's because I wasn't taking the right vitamins that I know about now. I wasn't taking the right things. So now I feel 100% better. And then training and nutrition 100%. And I showed you guys. I got so dialed to the point where I was hitting every single cardio. I did not miss a day for a solid month or two, bro. And this is achievable in 4 to 6 months. I promise you. It didn't just take me 4 to 6 months. It took me about 2 to 3 months to get to this stage because I started implementing these things fast And I started really grinding. Gosh darn, you will achieve that shit. I promise you. If you believe in yourself more and more every single day, you will achieve whatever you want to accomplish. I promise. And now this is the juicy part, because I'm going to show you guys 2 of my client wins, and I posted them today on my story. And these were really good client wins. I'm going to explain about them more, but this is my client Micah. So Micah has been working with me for about, I would say, like 2.5 months, 3 months, but it took him a very long time to get on this program and really on track. And wasn't on me. It was because he was moving, he was doing all these things, so he just kind of wanted to get in early. I had a certain amount of spots filled, so he got him pretty early on this one, and I just really knew that I can help Micah. Compare this to this, bro. And this isn't a matter of this is 2 months apart, y'all. Like, I promise you, let me stop zooming in. Oh, this is about 2 months apart. Just these photos right here, because he really dialed in. He stopped drinking. He stopped the vices. He stopped eating bullshit. He implemented this, bro. He implemented every single thing that I told him to read, to track. I could show you guys the trainer eyes. I could show you guys the spreadsheets, but it doesn't matter. He got these results through literally locking the fuck in on everything that I'm telling you guys for free, right? But it's the matter of fact of you guys actually wanting to apply that. And that's the whole thing. This is 2 months apart. Look at him, dude. 2 months apart. Insane. Right now, I think he went from like 180 to like 165. I don't know. He's shredding mostly fat right now. That's the whole goal. I like to shred fat off of my client's body to make sure that they can recomp. You don't want to just bulk someone looking like this, because they're going to look like shit. The bulk's not going to be efficient. Now he's gaining muscle. Put him on a little bit of a surplus now, and he's gaining muscle. He's feeling the best. Love handles. You could see his V-line, bro. Like, I don't have to say too much more, but Michael was going through a lot mentally, and we kind of resonate with each other, and I want to put out a call with me and him, and I'll record a testimony for YouTube, because I think it's very, very interesting to see what my clients have to say, because we all have a different perspective of life, but it's crazy how far this guy came. Like, honestly, he's 25 years old, and now he's on his way to like getting the best physique, mentally, physically, waking up super early. Now, this is my client James. This is the famous James. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. James is fucking famous. I've had a lot of people reach out to me saying that this is a crazy transformation, and not even only just about the way he looks. It's about the way that he feels, about the way he was living his life before, playing video games, eating McDonald's, masturbating. He has a girlfriend, but like his girlfriend didn't really like respect him as much. It's to the point where he knew he needed to level up. He came to me and he was like, bro, I'm a fat fuck. He literally said that. I have a video on my Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram if you guys can. He's like, I was a fat fuck, and I hated of where I was, bro. This is 3 months apart, guys. Fat off is possible, and then you want to go on a lean bulk. Why would you want to bulk someone when they look this chubby in the gut, you know? And that's his biggest thing, bro. He's eating. You could just tell he's eating bullshit, McDonald's, and not becoming the best version of himself. And he really wanted to lock in, bro. He was drinking a lot. He was just doing a lot of dumb shit that I was doing. And I told you guys, a lot of my clients are just like me. I relate with a lot of my clients, and that's why I work with these people, is because they want help in other areas of their life. And yes, I'm a fitness coach, but we have to stop the fucking vices. We have to stop, with the weak mentality, because you could still be fucking broke with the really good physique. I see a lot of kids online also, and like they'll be like, oh, just get jacked, get this thing. It's not just about getting jacked. It's about becoming the best version of yourself in all areas of your life, your job, the way you think, the way that you are. Trust me, bro. Just lock in with every single thing in your life, and you will not regret it, okay? And then now he went from 200 pounds to 165 in this, and now we're going to bulk him up. And now he's like 175. Let me see. So he's about 165 in June, and these are a little off, but he is now bulking, and he's going up to 172, and he actually looks like this now. So compared to when he was like this, now he's building more muscle compared to you or my client James. Nothing is different compared to you to me. I promise you, we're both the same. We're on a different path, a different journey, but at the same time, we have the same thoughts. We have the same mindset at some points in our life that we want to better ourselves. So we want to become the best version of ourselves. Every man, we all think alike, but it just depends on if you actually take action. But yeah, boys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want another Myro, if this was helpful, I would appreciate that, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.